Or what? You
Yeah,
started?
whatever you want.
Okay.
So what's up, fool?
Nothing much, homie. So, Full of Gems. That's the title of the podcast, homie. What do you think?
That's feed me, dog.
This feed, man. What you mean, this feed, man, dog? You gotta be like, yo, hype it up. Lie to me, homie. You know what I mean?
Tell me lies,
You
make
know,
it sound
you know
good.
what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, the Full of Gems. I just uh thought that it fit right. You know what I'm saying? Because it fits exactly what I'm about to be talking about. You know what I mean?
And what is that?
Just game from somebody that doesn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fool of gems. You know what I'm saying? But I
Uh,
know a little something. You know?
First of all, someone who does the Lord's work,
Hmm.
carpentry,
Right.
also knows how to do a lot of stuff. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. I know I do a lot of stuff, man.
You
You know.
know?
So I think that
I'm pretty sure on the job site you played therapist,
on the job site, I'm the big homie.
referee.
On the job, I thought about this the other day. I said if I passed, matter of fact, no, I don't want to get into like being on my own thing, but if I pass, I've leveled a lot of people up inside and outside of music. People that come around me usually level up for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be carpentry and anything,
Yeah.
people that get around me level up. You know what I mean? In different ways.
Hold on one
You
second,
know
my
what I'm
friend.
saying?
We might have to
So
take a little time out. Wasn't prepared as I thought.
get that litro, dog. All right there,
There
homie.
it is. All right. So my question to you
Yeah.
is what finally made you stop procrastinating and actually get this podcast together like real.
Um, as far as in general, or just us getting this together.
In general, fool,
Oh, in
cuz
general, because I didn't have the skills to edit a podcast and do a podcast correctly. So you saw how I was doing my little interviews.
yeah.
I wanted to do that just to kind of warm up to actually doing a real podcast. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my warm up of watching myself because interviewing is a skill. You know,
That's for sure.
like I remember my first couple interviews. Like there's things that I would like. I need to not interrupt so much, or they'd be talking. I'd be like, yeah, and I hear myself. I'm like, when they talk, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear myself saying so many yeahs. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of be quiet, let the person talk. So, I did those interviews and I watched myself and I corrected myself, and now I feel like I'm ready for real conversations. And I think that I am a dude that can bring a conversation way different than no shots to anybody out there doing podcasts in our, Raza community. But I think I could bring something definitely different and original. You know what I'm saying?
I feel offended, fool. You see how you are?
Hey, well, you know what I mean? The medicine, people don't like the way medicine tastes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's a bar. Fucking
I could,
Zapata.
I could,
People don't like the way the medicine tastes.
I could give it to you
That's
in
a bar
grape
for
if you
you.
want to. You know what I mean? It's up to you. But I'd rather just give it to you, the way it is. But anyways, so I think I just could bring something unique to the table. If anybody knows me, my music, my personality, they know I'm on something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's something that's needed. Everybody has their thing, and I think that I could bring something that's gonna be interesting. Like,
No, there's definitely. I think it's been. I think just from our previous dealings and you being so different and
right,
us putting out content before content was a thing,
right,
people always identified with you
right.
and like you know what I mean,
Yeah,
in your ways and you being special or however you want to
unique,
class it. Yeah,
a little
unique or
different. You know what I
a
mean?
little different. It's people been like. What's that word I'm looking for? They've been
Gravitating.
identifying with you
Oh
for a
yeah.
long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you know what? I'm a little extreme in my way, but I think everybody has a little bit of the way that I am in them. You know what I'm saying? I think it comes with maturity. You know what I'm saying? I'm older. I'm 46 years old. How old are you?
Full. I'm gonna be 35.
Yeah,
Fool.
see, I'm way on the down the street from you. You know what I'm saying? With a whole different energy, a whole different mentality. Not better, but
Dog, but can I tell you, I love this evolution of Zapata because I known Zapata what?
about 12 years or
Yeah,
so.
about over 10. I know that for a
It's
damn.
about 12.
Yeah, about 12. So I think I've seen most of the evolutions
Right.
of Zapata, and I
Uh,
think this one's my favorite because you're a lot more conscious of
uh,
yourself.
right.
You've always been conscious of other people, but
Uh,
you're being more conscious of yourself.
yeah. Well, I was in the cocoon when I left the campaign. I got into a cocoon. You know what I'm saying? Even in my raps, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my personality, in my spirituality, in my raps, I was in a cocoon and I was trying to figure it out. And, the recipe wasn't right. And now it came out, the butterfly, you know what I'm saying? The butterfly came out. Now my raps are not too preachy. They're not too positive. They're not too negative. They're just a good balance. And just in my lifestyle in general, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I was trying to become. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here now. You know what I mean?
Fuck. Hey, I'm
So,
Dodger,
oh,
also known as Dodger Blue,
Dodger Blue, the campaign.
from the campaign. I don't want to say I'm like the first guest, but I'm like, this is kind of like the pilot.
This is the pilot, but also just introducing the podcast and then also having a conversation about back in the day with the campaign and
Oh,
Dodger and me.
that's most
And
definitely.
because I think a lot of people want to hear that, because a lot of people tell me, hey, you think the campaign in Brownsville do a joint, or is the campaign, can you bring the campaign back? And I'm like,
Respectfully, I'm the best rapper.
you know what? I was thinking about this the other day, because back then I used to think I was the best rapper, right? But listen, I'm like, I don't think I was the best rapper, but I just had a it factor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had an it factor, like the raps, maybe the look, the style, the sauce. I wasn't the best rapper, but I had something that people gravitated towards.
You know what it was too is like it's because you look like a homie figure and then
Right.
you had bars for
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
right,
saying.
yeah,
So it just stood out. But
something.
I got a question to ask you.
Uh,
Fuck it, we'll go from the beginning, right?
yeah,
So I honestly credit a lot of like my like honing my chops or whatever, however you want to say it,
right.
with you and that how and the war room, dog.
Hmm.
With you, Demon and fucking Cloud, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? So I don't think many people know this. So the way I got clicked up with the camp was actually because of you.
right.
I don't know if you remember this.
I vaguely remember, but I think I
So
do.
I started doing music, and like obviously I was more talented than the average
Right,
bear. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And I had put out a little tape or whatever, and I go, "Hey, fool, check me out. I think you're hard."
Yeah.
And you were like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
"What?"
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And you were like, "Fool, come down,
Oh
come
yeah,
down."
yeah,
And I kind of just stayed,
yeah,
fool. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I don't think people know that a lot of the things, a lot of me being like who I am, got home because of Zapata the Ghost. I am a child of Zapata the Ghost. I am a
Yo,
child of LA
yeah,
Icon. I am a
yeah, yeah,
child of D
yeah.
the Great.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking offspring of that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Now that I recollect, you did send me, I think, a sound space. What was it? Sound space?
SoundCloud. I sent you.
SoundCloud. You sent me a SoundCloud link, and I remember just like interacting with you on the internet, like, oh, you just kind of like chopping it up with me. And then you were like, let me send you this. And I was at work. I was working in San Diego, and I checked it. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, this you?
Yeah.
This you? And you're like, yeah, that's me. I was like, man. And then I think, yeah, I invited you over because I was inviting everybody to the war room back then. And I was like, yo, you got to pull up. And
Yeah.
because the style, the style was very, very, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're kind of like me. You're very detailed. You know what I'm saying? You're very
Yeah.
descriptive in your raps, like a Nas or like a Sick Jack, and I would put us
Yeah.
in those type of categories where we're very descriptive. Like when we bar out and we wanna convey something, we say little things that other people wouldn't observe and put out in a rap, and when people listen to it, they're like, "Damn, he said that." Like, you know what I'm saying? How does where do you get that from? I know where I get it. I'll answer where I get it from. Where do you get that detail of?
So like the detail, a lot of it just comes like if you notice, I like tell a lot of the story of just of not necessarily like me, but just the neighborhood, the
Right,
culture around,
right,
and it was always not hearing that. Okay, hearing that in rap,
right.
but hearing it done horribly
Yeah, yeah.
was always an ick of mine. Like
Mhm.
how you okay, I get you're putting it down for the cultura, but this shit sounds like fucking hot
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah, yeah,
So it was always my thing to make sure I know that, you people know where I'm from.
yeah, yeah.
I'm naming streets.
Hmm.
I'm naming burger joints. I'm naming restaurants. I'm naming certain things
Right.
because I always wanted to be a representation of my neighborhood. Because regardless, I'd have never heard nobody come from East LA how I was coming. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Facts.
You know,
Still, to this
yeah,
day.
from the east side, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
and that was always a big thing for me. Is like I have to be different because people have to know that I'm Mexican as fuck. Like
Right.
I'm a homie fool. Like I'm a fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that was always a big like thing for me. Is like people have to know who I am.
Right. So for me, the way that my detail and description and things is that when I was a kid, I was an observer. I used to observe a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I would see like the baby cuff on the jean. I'd be like, ooh, that's pretty dope. And I'll be like fashion, because I was into fashion a lot. So I would
Yeah.
observe. Oh, look at the way this girl rocking her feathers like a certain way. And I was just an observer, like paying attention to detail. So that when it came to my rap, all those details I processed, I kept them in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to use them for, I'm gonna rock my pants with the baby cuff, but I'm gonna have this sneaker, so it's not typical, but it's still homey. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all of those little details and tweaks and things that I did, kind of
Like
transferred over.
I'm finna rock Dickies and a Ben Davis, but I'm finna rock the Andre Agassiz.
Something like that.
You know
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm saying? Like
saying?
just so those details that I used to pay attention to just in life, I had a whole library of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then I just pull those up and I would put them in my raps. You know what I'm saying?
Also, so that's what you call live, live from work right now. So we're in the wrecking spot, and I'm also happy to be a studio manager here.
Yeah.
So this is kind of also,
You're on call. You're on your job.
yeah, I'm
Huh?
on my job. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I also, I definitely, I had to make sure that you got your shit done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, that's the reason why I have Dodger on today, because he's a big behind the scenes uh, on what's about to happen with this podcast. So that's why he's running the pilot. That's why we running the campaign, the story, and that's why we meshing it all. Because we need to do a pilot before we kick it off, because it's gonna kick off. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, no, I
you know
already
what I mean?
know.
It's about to kick
So
off.
going back to your style and how I think we just both, and also, dog, believe it or not, we're also both Gemini. So I
Yeah,
think that's fucking
and you got to remember,
Gemini's either love each other or they hate each other.
not just that, but Geminis are the goat sign of. Well, I don't like to use the term goat, but they're
I'm the Chivo fool.
they're the best rappers. If you look at the list of the best rappers that are Geminis, have you ever seen the list?
Yeah, it's like Biggie,
There's
Pac.
Biggie, Pac, Kendrick,
Yeah.
Kanye, Andre 3000, Ice Cube, Jada Kiss, Lauryn Hill. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Zapata
Yeah.
the Ghost, Dodger Blue. You know what I mean? So there's something special about Geminis, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I'm not big on zodiac signs, but there's something about being born in that time of the year that creatively just, you know what I'm saying? There's something somewhere. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but yeah, back to what were you saying?
No, that was I had gotten interrupted. My bad, because I gotta let somebody in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll edit it out. Don't
Yeah.
trip. But so we were going about how you and me like pretty much got connected, and then
Oh,
we
yeah.
kind of just hit it off because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
at the time you were still what's the difference from it? Because right now you're enlightened. Would you say?
Oh, yeah,
That's back
yeah.
when you were still.
Yeah, that's when I was just ratchet.
That's why, and
Yeah.
then we got along so well, dog.
yeah,
Just because
yeah.
I'm a hood fool from the
Yeah.
east side, you're a hood ass fool
Right.
from the west side,
Right.
and then you brought me over to the Nella,
Yeah.
and we were over there in the war room, which is already a historical place as it
Mhm.
was. So like, and just the history that they already built before
Yeah,
we
yeah.
even got there.
And just the spot was so vibey, as far as like when you got there, it inspired you to write some
gutter,
grimy gutter.
grimy gutter.
Because it was the gutterest studio, you know.
And
what I'm
I
saying?
think that studio was really a show and prove for a lot of people.
Right.
Because a lot of people, there's some people that came through.
Yeah.
There's some folks that came through. Shout out Loco Negro. Loco
Yeah.
Negro always
Yeah.
showed love, and he was doing.
Chino Excel, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Chino. Fool, we had MC8.
MC8,
They did Gangsterland in there.
I think they did what was his name?
Planet Asia.
Planet Asia, and then the other dude, Mob Deep.
The twins.
They had
twins.
big twins.
Yeah,
big twins. I think he did it there too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, they came and they barred out, dog.
Yeah.
And I think we held a certain place.
And to be honest with you, I think a lot of people wanted to go there just because of the location. You know what I'm saying? They want, oh, it's over there. I want to go see it. I think that's why usually Chino won't pull up, but his DJ was from the area, and he probably told me.
Oh, his DJ was from the Nella?
Yeah, he's from right there.
So we used to basically, let's just say we used to record in the area where they had a whole episode of Gangland on. You know what I'm saying? We'll just keep it at that.
Yeah. So it was a vibe, man, and it was some good times, man. But yeah, back then I was definitely not on what I'm on now.
Yeah,
I was way on some like. You know, I was getting faded. I was doing yay. I was, you know,
that was Big Blunt Zapata.
I was hanging out with a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? And
you were just friendly, dog. That's all.
you know, I was just being like a mini rock star at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And then,
well, if you think about it, we kind of were at the time. You know what I'm saying? We kind of were.
And it was cool and all, but it just wasn't for me. I think I just got exhausted, homie, and I think just maturity just starts kicking in. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely started to see that you kind of not necessarily got tired of everything, but you just got tired of the monotony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was really stuff that wasn't like good for you. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is that my dad is a very level-headed man. You know what I'm saying? So it's in me. I was just suppressing it. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of springboarded out like, yo, you got to get right. And you can't fight your DNA, you know what I'm saying? And it was in me, so it's just like, yo, I gotta get right. Like, so that's when I, you know, jump ship, I guess. And
we
everybody
kind of, I'm just saying, just so people know, Zapata's the reason the campaign broke up.
Now everybody knows. I tell everybody it's my fault. You know, and you know what? Also, the damn. This is another reason too. Just the damn. You know, the drama, we couldn't get along, we couldn't, you know, see eye
yeah,
to
we
eye.
definitely at the time it was a little bit tricky because people start, and then me especially, I was just young and I was just where the fuck you guys need me to be on there.
Yeah, now you were probably the least of the. You were just down with whatever.
I was like,
you were just happy to be there.
Yeah,
you know?
I was, dog. I was like, well, fucking. Still to this day, one of my favorite like campaign moments is I got Tony G when we did the Gunpowder Poetry, and one of the only fucking songs I'm on.
Oh yeah.
He ran.
Tony G.
Yeah, Tony G would remember. Well, he hosted it, but Tony G was doing the scratches.
Yeah.
One of my most GOAT moments is I'm on a certain track and fucking Tony G ran it back like 3 times on my verse.
Oh yeah.
He was all like, boom, boom,
which one was
boom.
that?
I forget the name of the song, but
I remember you made like one cut on the thing, right?
And but fucking Tony G heard it, and from there he hit me up and he was like, "Fool, I don't know what, but you're fucking hard." Like, you know what I'm saying? That was one of my GOAT moments. But fool, like, first of all, I just want to say thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no worries.
Because that was a moment that like really saved my life.
Hey, you know what? What if I would have never invited you over?
I probably would have still been in the hood. I probably would have not have
continued rap.
Yeah, dog. Because remember at the time where in my neighborhood that shit was getting no play. I was coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then honestly, it's hard as a new rapper to get momentum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, like me inviting, and I'm not trying to give myself credit like that or fishing for compliment, but me just kind of boosting you up with us. That was a big little boost.
Honestly, it was the start.
Like you didn't have to go through a lot of bull crap to get, like, you know, if I didn't boost you up with us, you would have had to, like,
Oh,
cut through
yeah,
the
cut through the bullshit
cut
and a
through the
lot of the
BS
other
and
stuff.
footwork, and with that, it was just like a little, yo, come up here with us. Boom.
Honestly, you, Cloudy, and Icon, I and Demon just for having the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But even Demon helped me hone my
Yeah,
rap skills. You know what I'm
just
saying?
everybody,
And then
everything.
Icon was always
Uh,
hooking me up. You know what I'm
uh.
saying? And I was
Well,
always the
Icon, if it
son.
wasn't for the visuals,
Yeah,
you
you
know what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? And
If it
he
was for
did a
the visual,
lot for me, dog.
if it
Like,
wasn't for the visuals, we wouldn't have been seen.
yeah, no, it was.
And then if it wasn't for his personality, that everybody was like, whether you loved him or hate him, he had attention on him, so he brought
Yeah,
attention to us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's
that's for
another. You know
sure.
what I
You
mean?
know.
And then just it was just a collective of everybody, you know, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, I credit that because if that never happened in my life, I probably would have had a different trajectory in life.
uh,
Well, you know, fuck,
uh,
we come from some real places. The
mm-hmm.
campaign, that's why
Yeah,
fucking they
I
really
know.
fucked with us. If you really think about
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
because they could literally reach out and
right,
touch one of us or know somebody that knows us,
right,
or you know what I'm saying. That's why it
uh,
was almost like the little brown hope. You know what I mean? Like
right.
that's what a lot of people seen,
And that,
and we could still bar up a lot of
oh,
people.
bro,
For I'm
man.
just saying, Brownsville could never, the Brownsville could never, never.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I've had that conversation with a few people, and it's just too different, and they're like, I can't say. I really enjoy both. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. No, but you fools be killing it too. Hey, I'm down. If you guys want to do some shit, I'm down. Like
Like it's for
I'll
like a
fucking
Brownsville campaign or something.
yeah, or something with
Uh,
me with the Brownsville or
yeah,
whatever. I'm down.
yeah, definitely. Be a
I'll
honorary feature on a lot of projects type. You know, always have, because there's the family tree of Brownsville that derives from the campaign. Because if it was just always the vision. And this is another thing. I'm not trying to, but essentially the campaign was a vision that I had. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't fully responsible for the vision coming to life, but it was my vision. Yo, boom, boom. And then everybody like, yo, that's a good vision. And everybody started pushing. So I'm not responsible for the push of it, but I definitely will take responsibility for the vision of the group. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
I've all.
all right. Now I have my questions now.
Mhm.
All right, fool. So fucking, because it was already a thing. So, how do you get to the Northeast?
Uh, you know what? Well, the Northeast is the thing is that their Kmart over there on San Fernando was the Kmart that we used to go to
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was the closest one.
yeah. Yeah.
So it's not that far. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that separates us from.
No, I'm talking about with my brother Cloudy
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. So
Demon.
what I'm saying real quick is I'm gonna get to that part is just that was already kind of home in a sense. It wasn't like I was going to like Boyle Heights is somewhere else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
This is a spot where
It was really up the way.
yeah, it's really up
Yeah,
the way. The only thing that separated us from them is like Silver Lake, Atwater, and then I'm in over there.
yeah,
Anyway, so when they hit me up, uh, I think I think I hit them up on MySpace. They invited me over, but they were kind of iffy because I think they jammed me up about where
where you're from,
where I was from and out of.
where
And I
your
told
grandma
them,
stay.
yeah, where your grandma stay, yeah. And then I told them, then they were kind of, but then I seen them at a Chino Excel concert, not concert but a show, and then we slapped hands, and then they invited me over, and I pulled up over there, and the first time I was there, I already felt like I knew these fools. You know what I'm saying? Because they're similar to us. You know what I'm saying? They're first generation, a lot of them, first
Yeah.
generation Mexicans with sprinkles of Central Americans. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's how
Shout out to the homies.
that's how we were. You know what I'm saying? So the vernacular, the language, everything was very.
Oh,
It just felt at home. You know what I'm saying?
it definitely did. Speaking of the Central American aspect, because I'm from East LA, everybody just claims to be Mexican,
Right.
but we're gonna be honest.
Oh, there's some low key ones.
Fool, it's like all of the Spanish Americas in Boyle Heights right now,
Oh,
dog.
okay.
But it was the same thing. I knew I was amongst family because as much as I heard fool, I heard hey bicho,
Yeah. Or
bicho.
Dick. When I heard, well, I don't know. I think Dick is a universally. I don't know who you, but hey, Dick, what's up, Dick? You know.
Yeah,
What
low key, that's like that's like a East Side thing.
is it?
So since Nella falls in the East Side
Well,
technically,
we use it too, like a motherfucker. I don't know, but it was just everything. it just felt like, okay, these guys, like when I used to hang out in El Monte, right? Like I had some homies from like I think Flores and stuff like that. I go over there and it was just different. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like over there. It's more like Chicanos, second,
Yeah,
third
yeah,
gen. And
yeah.
it was just a little. It still was homies. I still felt comfortable, but it was a different place, and I can tell it was a different place. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a
Yeah.
different vibe. They were the homies though. Like nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? It was just a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? But when I went to Nella, I'm like, oh, this is like this.
I felt at home
Uh,
when I walked on fucking right there. Well, we'll call it Drew Street. Fuck
right.
it, right? We'll call it Drew Street
And
when
I
I
think the
walked.
Spanglish also, a lot of Spanglish, you know what I'm saying? So that lets you know, like, oh, these fools are first
Oh
generation.
no, most definitely. And I was already too familiar with the area where I felt like home because I had an uncle that worked at the Vandecamp.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Up the block
The
when it was
bakery spot?
the
Yeah,
bakery when you know what I'm saying,
right,
he was
right.
a bit, and that's why I kind of felt at home with the people
Mm,
because you already know a lot of that community be
yeah.
working right there, you know.
And you know what? The homies, they also had a welcoming spirit anyway, you know what I'm saying?
As long as you were cool, they
Yeah,
always
yeah,
what's up, huh?
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Maxie. Shout out
Like,
to Cloud,
yeah, shout
dog.
out to Cloud. Like, Cloudy, the way he speaks to you, even after he meets you, he already speaks to you as if he's known you. You know what I'm saying? Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
no,
Like
most
he starts
definitely.
talking, hey, wait, and you know what I'm saying? You like he starts
Yeah,
talking to you like as if you already know him. So that's how it was when I first went. And the same with D and William,
yeah.
and
No,
it was just
it was always definitely home. It
yeah,
was
it was
grab a
welcoming. It
beer,
was
sit
mad welcoming. You know
down.
what I'm saying? So
We're grilling. Here's a
yeah,
plate.
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? It was always
yeah.
definitely that.
So it just happened. It grew legs. Really.
So they got you, and then what question? How do you end up clicking up with Dopes?
I known dopamine since I was younger. I used to his cousin is one of my closest friends growing up, and
Uh,
he had a big family and a bunch of cousins and stuff. And his cousin, he had a bunch of cousins and brothers. I used to hang out with all of them, and I remember they used to come to my studio, and they were all trying to rap. Not all of them, but a few of them were trying to rap, and they were cool, but they just didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? And then dopamine was always G'd up in the back, just
did he always look like a gangster
he
Charlie
he,
Brown?
he always looked like a damn assassin, you know what I'm saying? A quiet assassin. So all these fools are trying to rap and dopamine was always just in the back, like nodding his head, like and then I think one day he said, I wanna try to rap. I was like, what? You wanna try to rap? I This motherfucker went in there and spit this rap. You know, a lot of times Raza we struggle with being on beat, especially back then. I don't know about now, but back then, a lot of Raza, we struggled with being on beat, staying on beat. This fool dopamine went in there and just bodied this verse. I was like, the last motherfucker I thought that was gonna body the verse out of all the cousins, this
Yeah.
fool, and I was like, oh yeah, now you coming with me, homie.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
you guys just kind of been attached at the
And
hip ever
then after
since.
that, yeah, after that, I just, like, yo, let's roll. Like, I need you to be with me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but
And he's just naturally
how
talented.
is I haven't seen Dopes for.
Dope is he's doing good. He's just 9 to 5 and killing it.
I already
You know
know.
what I'm
Low
saying?
key, I think he's up in the company he was at now, huh? Because
Yeah,
he's been there for a minute.
yeah, just
Yeah, he was there for a minute,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
so
He's
I
up there.
think,
He's up there now. So,
yeah,
but yeah, he was just talented, homie. He was great at putting words together. He had rhythm. It was G'd, but like it wasn't like the typical cholo rap.
yeah.
Don't want to disrespect that. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good mixture of cholo rap with skill, and it wasn't like ABC. It was complex and it was dope, man. So that's how I brought him over, and then
You fools went over to the Northeast because Eyekon told me how he had gotten with them, which was like through videos, obviously, and then
yeah,
they were like,
that's what it was. Icon was kind of being a part of Skull Camp,
yeah, yeah,
and then Icon, I said, yo, let's have a session. I went to the war room so Icon was a bridge. I went over. That's how it happened. So I had seen him at the Chino XL. We slap hands. So now they know that I'm from wherever I'm from, and but now we slap hands, so they're comfortable with me. Now Icon invites me over there. I go over there. I do a song with Icon, and then we just create. It just grew legs from there. You know what I'm saying? I just kept going back,
yeah.
and yeah,
And then how does fucking, because she was there for a brief moment, but how does fucking Anita
Anita
come?
Blunt, they just already had her on deck.
She was just, that's the
Yeah,
homegirl. She
yeah,
was just kind
yeah.
of always there,
Yeah,
huh?
she was just doing hooks for them, I think,
Yeah,
for
shout out to
social.
Anita. Hey, I
Yeah,
love you, girl. You
yeah,
already
yeah. Anita
know.
just recently did a hook for Brownsville, so it brought me back to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, no.
Because a lot of people gravitated, like the female fans that we did have,
Oh, for
they were
sure,
rocking with us
Anita
because of
fan.
Anita. You know what I'm saying?
One of the most classic voices to sing. This is for the hoes
Hoes
and
and
the
the
hood rat chicks.
yeah, yeah,
Still one of my favorite songs to this day.
yeah,
That's a max I'll never get.
yeah.
That's a max I will never get on wax again, fool.
Nah, you know,
And that makes me sad because that max
nah,
is amazing. My bad.
nah,
I'll
nah,
bleep your name out.
nah, it's all good. Nah, nah, it's all good. Yeah, that guy got put away, homie. He's put away in a freaking cage with a lock, and he's never coming back out.
I respect it
You
though.
know what I'm saying? I mean,
No,
it's just maturity. You know what I'm saying? You grow. I just can't do that no more. I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 daughters. I'm gonna be up there talking about hoes and hood rats. You know what I'm saying?
I know it became a real thing for you right there is when we started doing those fucking tours.
Yeah, that's when actually that song is what triggered
I
my.
that's why low key
Uh,
I kind
yeah,
of because I know specific
yeah,
because
yeah,
we did it like 2 3 times and
yeah,
then like on the third time everybody started singing it in the
yeah,
crowd and you were like, what the fuck am I
yeah,
doing with my life?
yeah. Well, this is what triggered me. If you want to know, we were up there and it was Forest tour, and there was a bunch of like young girls, right? They may have been between 15 to 20, a bunch of young girls,
Yeah.
and we got up there and we started singing, "This is for the hoes and the," and they're like vibing to it, yeah, yeah, and I'm like, I'm just feeling a little like, man. And then Fora comes up and he starts spitting like some like more mature rap, you know what I'm saying? And he's younger than us. So then I was like,
Oh, this is
ah.
gonna be a clip for underground hip hop. Like, go
So
ahead.
I was like, bro, how's this younger kid over here talking to these kids with more maturity, and I'm up here 33, 34 years old talking to these kids about hoes and hood rats, you know what I'm saying? And that right there just penetrated deep. And I was
One thing that I couldn't articulate to you at the time is, I mean, obviously you're a man, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, you're gonna
right.
feel how you're gonna feel, but don't you think that goes into a lot of how he grew up and how we grew up?
Um, yeah, but at the same time, I grew up rough outside of my house, right? But inside my house was paradise.
Oh yeah.
So I should have never been a part of a lot of what I was a part of. So inside my house was my parents never fought. I never caught them having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like they were on point. I always had everything I needed. You know what I mean? My sister was great. Just I had a perfect home inside the house, homie. So
Nah, your parents are. I've met them briefly. I didn't
right,
get. I've met pops, but I never
yeah,
got to meet moms
yeah,
yet.
yeah. No, they're legit.
Yeah, but pops has always been
Yeah,
like the sweetest man
yeah.
ever. You
He's
know what
just
I'm saying to me?
straight and narrow, homie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is in me. So that's what was coming out. You know, I can't suppress that guy for too long because my dad is like a straight. You know,
That's definitely. I could see that. I
yeah,
could see where the confliction was coming, and then
yeah,
two, it comes in. I think I'm starting to come into that from the
right,
conversations that we've had. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So I think everybody comes into it. You know?
And the DNA is more powerful than the environment at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I was younger, the environment was more powerful than my DNA. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, the DNA became more powerful than the environment, and that's when that started happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't suppress that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah.
And it's just maturity. It doesn't even just happen just to me. It happens to everybody. You're gonna get it even harder in a little bit.
I already know
You know what I'm saying?
as my son gets older, I notice that I've been kind of getting softer and softer. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
You know?
Hey, but can I end it, like just
Yeah.
put a period on that sentence with "That's right" on the alive homies.
On the live homies?
On the alive
Oh,
homies,
on
like
the
yeah,
live homies. Yeah,
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 on the
yeah,
alive
yeah. On the
homies.
live homies. You
You
know
know
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying? Because here at the Fool for Gems podcast, we do not promote on the dead
Yeah,
homies.
nah, we don't
This
do
is for
that.
all the alive
For all
homies.
the live homies. You know what I'm saying? All the homies living. You know what I mean? Shouts out Dopamine. Shouts out Cloudy, D the Great. You know what I mean? Eyekon Photography.
Yeah, no,
Dodger Blue.
before he was LA icon. There was a couple funny ass moments. There was a couple fucking like memorable moments.
Yeah.
What was a funny moment for you? Because can I tell you one?
Mm,
Is I don't think you were there,
mm.
but I was in the back and we were fucking. There's one I want to tell so bad, but I'm not gonna tell it. Okay?
I know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna tell it.
Yeah,
But there was one where I'm in the war room and
Mhm.
it's cloudy and it's all the homies from the hood right there.
Yeah,
It's not necessarily a lot of the rap homies.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all the the
Yeah, the
community. Right?
locals, the locals.
Yeah, the community. And then we're just chilling writing. And I remember because they're all in because remember we had the studio
Yeah,
and
the
then we
studio,
had the
yeah.
chilling
Yeah, the
area where
chilling, the
everybody
lounge.
the lounge where everybody would kick it at.
Right.
Well, we're in the studio. It's me, D, and Cloudy, and somebody else. I forget who. But we're in there doing the music shit,
Right.
and we just light a blunt, fool.
Mm-hmm.
We light a blunt like a motherfucker. Start chiefing it. Then all of a sudden, we hear people call Demon by his real name,
Yeah.
by his fucking government.
Yeah.
But I didn't think nothing of it. Cause cause remember they would call him like that when Mama D would come back and
Yeah.
you remember they'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, where is Whoopty?"
Yeah, where's-
And then they would all call him, "Hey, whatever," right? So they started calling him, so I didn't think anything of it, and I was like, "Oh, it's probably Mama D." So I keep chiefing this fucking blunt, and then Demon goes, "Hey guys, come outside." The room's hot boxed.
Yeah.
I come outside and the fucking half of the goddamn Northeast Division
Yeah.
is
Oh,
right
what?
there. Yeah, fool.
Oh, was it when you guys got raided? They got
Yeah,
raided?
do you remember
I wasn't
we,
there. I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
there.
but you remember we had told you they
Yeah.
fucking pulled all of us out that motherfucker, dog. And they were just like, "What's going on?" Oh, fuck.
We were always waiting for that day. We were always
Hey,
waiting.
me cayó a me, dog. But what I thought was funny is I came out like this and I go, "Hey, fool, what's going on?"
Yeah.
Oh, no, that one was like, that one was fucking hilarious.
You know what? I was never super comfortable there just because of where it was at.
Yeah.
But for it being where it was at, I mean, I think the homies got lit up one time. They got blasted at one time, and then that raid. And besides that, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah, it wasn't too
You know what I mean?
much.
It wasn't like,
yeah, it wasn't.
You know? A lot of the homies would come, but they'd get bored. They don't want to be right there listening to us record and take off. So
Yeah, even then it was it was more of a haven for the older heads, you know.
yeah, yeah.
And I got a lot of love for the older heads on that one. Shout out Tricky, rest in peace, Greedy.
Rest in peace, Greedy.
You know,
I think Sporty.
big free,
Big what?
free Sporty and Big Hefty. That's my
Hefty.
dog right there.
Was that
Hefty.
the dude with the big old arms?
Yeah, Hefty. Remember the big dude with the A on his head?
Nah. There was this cat that I used to get along really well with. He had big old like horse arms. I mean, I was like, this was Saki. That should go hurt.
No, Hefty was my dog. Hefty was.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, Hefty, right, with the A on his head. Yeah, big
Hefty,
ass
Hefty.
fool.
Yeah. Cool ass homie.
Yeah, that's
Is he still busted?
No.
Okay.
He's living. He's doing good right now, actually.
Dope. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Shout out to all
most
the
def.
homies. Definitely, Tricky and Greedy were always like I've been like when I knew that I was doing something right is when both Tricky and Greedy took me to the side and they were like, "Hey," on separate occasions they go, "Hey, fool, like." You rap good, fool. Like you rap good, and I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And they're like, "No, you don't get it. Like you rap good, dog. Like don't stop, fool. Like you rap good." Both of those homies did that for me, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Right.
No, yeah,
that's what's up, man. But yeah, those were some good times. As far as like the campaign in Brownsville, you know what I'm saying? What do you think the similarities is? Do you see some similarities in it, or how do you? Is it totally different?
Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I think if we had the characteristics and the characteristics and half of the swag, because I'm gonna be honest with you, talent wise, we're killing them.
Right.
Campaign, we're killing them. But if we had if the Brownsville and Campaign mix with the swag and the talent, and we kind of
that mesh, like if you
Bro,
threw those in a blender
and did fool, like I wish back then I had as much. I was more as comfortable as you fools are doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's fun. It's fun.
No, my bad. I just have to talk shit. I'm still the best rapper.
You know what? at this point in my life, I am my favorite rapper, so I would have to argue with that. You know what I mean?
Honestly, my favorite rappers have always been the Campaign, so I'll let it slide.
And the only reason I say that I'm my favorite rapper is because I rap about what I want to listen about. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I hear other rappers that are dope, but they're not rapping about what I want to hear. So I rap. I haven't always been my favorite rapper. I'm just now my favorite rapper because now I like the way I deliver. I like the way that I choose my words, and I rap about what I want to hear about.
Fucking
But am I a better rapper than you or Eyekon or I can't say that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm my own favorite rapper.
no,
Like,
everybody really had a different set of talent. But the Brownsville, I wish my creativity was as on point as UFO's. I
right,
wish a lot of different things that UFO's have on point that
right,
like are way ahead of the curve.
right.
It's just you got to find that middle ground somehow. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
That's pretty much.
And then another big thing that separates us is the gang affiliations. That Brownsville isn't, we're not gang affiliated. You know what I'm saying? It's more on some.
Oh, you're not like that no more.
Nah, I'm saying like, I guess you could say me, but even me, I'm not. I don't live like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't rap like that. So we don't really touch on those topics like we would when we're with the campaign.
Yeah.
We would often touch on those type of topics. You know what I'm saying? But with
Yeah.
Brownsville, we do more like street hop, like straight like street hop, like street graffiti, hip hop. Still some
Yeah.
hood stuff, but not like that's. I think that's what separates the campaign from Brownsville, for sure. You know what I'm saying? The gang affiliation
That's definitely a big thing.
and then also that I think that with the campaign we were younger than I think Brownsville is now, so we were more degenerates a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The campaign was a little more degenerates, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so one of my most memorable moments, and I'll always love you fools for it, is when we shot the Campaign freestyle at the original Watch
Yeah,
Studios.
yeah, yeah.
That shit was fun
Yeah,
as
that was
hell.
dope. That's a good video.
That was a vibe right there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
everybody saw. That was probably like my fucking pop out to the world moment right there.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
That
think that was,
that
huh?
was my pop out because everybody had always seen me in pictures,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know.
That was your first video?
Yeah, because we were working on the album. Because remember,
Yeah,
I came in after Gunpowder Poetry was done,
yeah,
and we are working on the Campaign album, the Campaign mixtape that never came out.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I was all over that bitch. Fool. I
yeah.
hated it, dog. Cause
Didn't Cloudy eventually release
he
it?
did, but he chopped it up and
Yeah.
like you
It's
know,
Skull Camp
yeah, it was.
project.
Yeah, no, he chopped it up, so it wasn't the piece how we put it
Yeah,
together. Like
right,
he would take like three, then put it over
right,
here,
right,
then
right.
with the
He
disc.
cloudied it. He cloudied it.
Yeah, he clouded it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He Northeast mixtaped it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's why,
He
dog.
put
Nella will always be my second home
Uh,
because of them, fool. But it
yeah,
was always crazy how all of the Northeast accepted me,
right,
which is wild to say.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I just it was wild.
Yeah, actually, Northeast is my second. Matter of fact, for a certain period of time, it was my home.
Yeah, no, the Nella
Uh,
has always been my second home.
So yeah, that area right there is definitely my second home.
That
To
they've
this
always
day, my
been.
daughter goes to school over there
Hell
right
yeah,
now. I go there
yeah.
every day to drop her off. But yeah, man. So
All
that
right, I got one more question. I know you're probably trying to sign out, but what I got a couple questions is before we sign out. So what's up with this project with you and Hazard for?
with me and Hazard, it's it's it. If I'm on it, it's gonna have that sauce of like hood boom bap. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I do usually has that vibe. So that's exactly what's gonna be. It's like if I was to work with Brownsville, people already expect the sound. If I'm gonna work with Hazard, they're gonna expect. They already know what it sounds like without even hearing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
no.
what it is. And
Hey, my bad. I would like to sit here and take all credit for this project.
hey, you were the Zapata the ghost in it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? I bridged the gap between the
Yeah.
two.
Nah, facts.
So what ended up happening is we've been working on stuff with Hazard for a little bit. Like we've been just putting out different projects.
Right.
You know, that's been my dog
Yeah.
fuck forever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I had told him we just need you to do a project, fool, because you're doing all these singles, but you're not like a single fool. Like
Right.
you need like a project, like a body of work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
and we were thinking about who to do it with. We have like whatever, but we're obviously his roots are boom bap.
Yeah.
Our roots are boom bap. And you've always been a talented producer, but you
Right.
got more into it in the past couple years, fool.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was kind of pushing my luck though. I don't know if you
Mhm.
caught that because you had came with Claudia, and I was like, hey, fool, give him all your beats.
Give who all my beats?
Hazard.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? And I was like,
Well, that day I came in here, I had my drum machine, and I said, let me play some beats and let me play them loud so these fools could hear what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And then I played the beats, and Hazard came in. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck was that?" I'm like, He's like, "Why you showing off, homie?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was just showing off."
no, and then he was all like, cool, and then he was just vibing, and he was doing it, and I was like, fuck it, let me shoot my shot. Hey Max, fucking just give him all your beats. And I remember he looked at me, fucking this fool looked at me, and he was all like,
Damn, no
all of them?
Vaseline, homie.
All of them? All of them? Are you serious? And then I shot him the vision, and he was like, all right.
Wow.
One thing I always remember is when you're like, don't executive me. I'll bleep that out. And I go, I'll never bleep executive you, but I'll Mexican strong arm you for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a good clapback. I like that one.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, that was dope. That was dope. It just turned out, and I'm glad it did because I think it's gonna be.
It's kind of been falling into place. It was already his vibe, and then fucking he went over to the LA Kush party because he's been tapping in with. Speaking of Tony G and Julio G, shout out to y'all, by the way. Thank you for like doing all that you do for us.
Right.
He went over to the LA Kush party. They were chopping it up, and they've always been fucking advocates of the campaign and us. You know what I'm saying? So once he told them that he was making the beats with you, and then he was all like, "Well, what's up? You're down to West Side Radio it?"
Yeah.
And then fucking, well, you seen the tape? We had this fool here a little bit earlier. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think see what I know he does a lot of the contemporary like beats and stuff like that, but that's dope. But I think Haz is a lyrical cat. He's an MC, so it only makes sense for him to be on some traditional hip hop. Like at least have an album or two of that type. Because I think people like Haz because he's a lyrical fool. You know what I'm saying? So usually people that like lyrics like traditional hip hop. So it only makes sense to combine the both and give them that. You know what I'm saying?
It's honestly been fun to see it put together,
Yeah.
and I'm really proud of that body of work. Fool.
Yeah.
You guys did your stuff on it.
I can't wait to hear that like mixed. Well, as good as I can hear it because my ears are damaged. But
I'm gonna be honest, it's mixed through. It's gonna be mixed by one of the like leading people in the game, the homie Scythe, who we're here at the spot. You know what I'm saying? And he done mixed down. Well, I'll show you the plaques in the next room. You know what I'm saying? So he's mixed down a lot of like.
Oh, that's gonna sound crazy then.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And then he got some singing hooks on. You heard the singing?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I wish
was.
That's the thing I want to do, bro. I want to do boom bap beats with singing on it, like a lot of singing on it. You know what I mean? Because it's a winning recipe that nobody's tapping into. You know what I'm saying?
That's why John Legend won in the beginning because he had the
did he?
Kanye production.
Oh, did he? Yeah,
Did you know the whole first John Legend album was produced by Kanye?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like he did the piano or whatever, but all the production, a lot of the stuff that we love him for it was produced by Kanye.
You know what? I'm gonna do a whole album. I gotta find a singer. I want to do an album with a singer.
If you could sing, you wouldn't know how to act, huh?
Oh hell no! just like right now, I'm exercising, and I'm gonna get a 6-pack. Once I get my 6-pack, I ain't wearing no shirt, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out here shirtless. You know what I mean? Winter, fall, spring, I ain't wearing no shirt. You know what I mean? Like it's my time to shine. If I knew how to sing, oh man, I hate people that know how to sing, homie.
That's what I said. I go
like, man.
One time I was dealing with a little chick or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, I know how you rappers are or whatever, right?" And I go, "You lucky I rap, because if I could sing, I'd really be cheating on you."
You know, it's not fair, homie. People that can sing, man. I hate people that can sing, bro. But anyway, so I want to do a whole album where I rap and I have a singer and on some boom bap beats. I think that's a great recipe right there.
No, most
Because
definitely.
it's the only thing that's not bridging the gap to the females. Because females don't really mess with boom bap.
Yeah.
But if you put the singing, it's gonna bridge the
Oh, I
gap.
think right now this is a note later for when I edit this. Jameson, I got a batch of beats for you, fool. So the gentleman who sang over the hook
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on the Hazard,
Yeah.
he's like the studio guy. So we could
Oh, is
probably
he?
yeah, we could probably get
Oh, dope,
yeah, you know what
dope.
I'm saying. So we'll probably put something in.
Yeah, yeah,
If you're watching this, fool, yeah, I'm gonna probably already hit you up. So just so you
yeah. That'll
know,
be dope.
this is where the idea came.
You know, that's what's up.
Yeah,
But
wait.
yeah, bro. Well, freaking, this was a good one. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving and see where it goes. And full of gems, homie.
All right,
You know what
fool.
I'm saying?
Who are we getting in here next, fool?
I'm gonna get my boy Lil Body Gotti from Brownsville. I eventually want to get the whole Brownsville and kind of chop up their story and do them one at a time, not consecutively, but you know.
You know who you got to bring in here
Hmm.
too? You got to bring in Dopes. You got to bring in the Campaign
Dopamine.
as much as we.
Only thing about Dopamine, he don't talk much. You know what I'm saying? So
Dopamine talks when he drinks alcohol.
a little bit, yeah. But even then, it's like squeezing water out of a rock, homie. It's like you ask him like a deep question, he's like, "Yeah, it's cool." You're like,
Dude. But it's different because he talks to you
yeah,
though.
yeah.
It's different. He talks to you.
Nah,
you know?
it'd be dope though. It'd be dope
Yeah.
to have him, Cloudy. You know what I'm saying?
Cloudy for sure. I'm gonna interview him, so maybe we could bust.
Yeah,
I'm down. We could probably do that. You want to do a collab episode
Yeah,
of my
definitely.
interview and his?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
we
We'll
could-
do a sit down.
Yeah, I think that'll be great chemistry because it might get a little loud between me and him because me and him,
What are you talking about? All of us.
we're just gonna be in here arguing.
Just loud.
Because me and Cloudy cannot talk without like debating and arguing.
Right, Maxie,
yeah.
right. That's a good one, Dick. That's a good one,
But
Dick.
besides that, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to just interview only rappers. I want to interview people that are, entrepreneurs, own a business, just doing interesting stuff for us to like soak up game. Like, oh, okay, this how you doing it. That's how you know what I mean. Like, just like it don't have to be rappers. It could be, I don't know, just different people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
fine.
saying? But rappers are definitely welcome. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure yet. I don't know who I have in mind. But
No, I think it's instrumental in the story of Zapata. So
Yeah.
I think you just need to have them regardless.
yeah.
You get
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
It's instrumental in your story. I think a lot of people need to see the growth because you come a long way since from rapping about guns you didn't bust way. You know what I'm saying?
And owning lowriders I didn't own.
You know what I'm saying? Only lowriders I didn't own.
You know, so
That's
but yeah, bro.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you, fool,
appreciate you,
for just always being there for me, fool.
No worries.
I
I
thank
tell
you for,
people a lot of people always thank me for stuff, and I'd be like, yo, you're welcome, but you don't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You're
no.
welcome, but nobody owes me nothing.
No, that's why I think though, just so you know,
Yeah.
you even though maybe you weren't happy with your trajectory at the
Mhm.
time, it definitely left a lasting impression
Right,
to always pay it forward.
right.
To be good to the next person,
Mhm.
fool, regardless of how you were living. So
Yeah.
for that, I'm always gonna say thank you, dog.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the recognition and appreciation, man. So,
Yeah, fool.
so